Hello everyone, my name's Katie, and welcome to my video! Sorry that I'm lame. Just a little disclaimer for you guys. This video is just, for me, so it's gonna be bad. We're just gonna say it's gonna be bad. I just decided to do this because my parents aren't home, and I was like, well, I like talking to myself. I always say I'm gonna start doing YouTube videos, and yet I never do. Anyway, that's the end of my disclaimer. So I decided I'm just gonna talk about whatever when I make these videos, and I was like, well, why don't I just talk about anime? Because it's been a year since I've gotten into it. I've got some manga now. So I was like, I'm just going to do a little review of one of my favorites, which you already know what it is, I'm sure, because of the title. Vampire Knight! Hey! Vampire Knight. It's the best. Maybe. It depends on who you are. I think it's great. So I'm sure that if you're watching this, you've probably already seen it. I'm gonna try to be really general in my stuff, so if you haven't seen it, it's cool. So, Vampire Knight. It is 19 volumes, and let me just say that the anime stops at volume 10. So, if you hated the ending of the anime, which I know a lot of people did, I have good news for you. The manga exists and you can read it and it will make you so happy. Because here's the thing, is that a lot of this, especially, there's a spin-off series called Memories, and I'm talking about this especially when I say this, but this series is high-key fan service. Because you've got this love triangle, right? Yuki, Kaname, and Zero, my love. And so, the thing is that in the end, she kind of ends up with both of them. Not in a weird threesome way, but if you guys get one of the art books that the mangaka put out, you just look at them and you're like, man, are we sure they aren't in a polyamorous relationship? Because, I mean, come on. Right. So, I guess that's not really a spoiler. It kind of is. But, she basically ends up with both of them. She's with Kaname for a time. She's with Zero for a time, It's all good. And then the spin-off series is set, I don't remember how much later, but it's set sometime later. And so, a lot of the people that weren't together in the original series, are together now. So, it's really good. Please read it. It's so good. And I think that the manga is honestly better than the anime. I don't know. I mean, I think kind of okay, I watch things dubbed. Wait, don't click out of the video. Don't hate me. I watch things dubbed most of the time. The sub is okay. It's pretty good. I don't watch a lot of things subbed, but it was pretty good. But the dub is not the best. They've got good voice actors in there, and I love the guy who voices Ido. I mean, I don't know that voice actor really, but I love Ido.
Good morning, girls! I could hear you loud and clear from the dorm. You're all looking quite cute today.
Oh, look, it's Ido. I mean, Ido.
Hi!
Hanabusa.
Oh, relax. You're so stiff, Akatsuki.
But, all of the vampires in there are, really monotone, and my friend hates that.
It's not that big of a deal.
All we did was take part in some group study.
I really hate that guy. Who does Zero Kiryu think he is anyway? Grabbing dorm president Kuran like that?
What's this? Well now, this looks to me like someone in love.
What? I'd destroy that disciplinary committee in a second if they just let me!
But, let's see. I made notes because I'm a loser. Let's see. Oh, yeah. I did want to say that, sadly, the anime is a little bit lame. I'm sorry. The manga is really good, though. I think I personally like the art a lot better in the manga. I don't know why. It's not that much different. Usually Zero is the one that looks most different. But, here's my theory. I think the reason the anime is more lame is because they have this music playing over, like, almost every scene. And it's so dramatic, and it's like, you know, there's a lot of comedy in this. The mangaka, I'm pretty sure she mainly does comedy. And so there's a lot of comedy in here, but they've got this really dramatic music playing, like, all the time. So, you know, you're taking it way more seriously than you need to be. Like, I think that's the problem. But, you know, I'm kind of like, well, it kind of fits because, like, that's just, like, that's who they are. They're aristocrats. Like, they're really professional or whatever, so it kind of makes sense. But anyway, so let's talk plotline, which I'm bad at talking about plotline, so we're going to talk about characters, which makes plotline. Okay, so setting. Okay, so setting. It is set at the elite or whatever Cross Academy, which is a school where vampires go to class at night, and they're called the night class, and they wear these nice little white uniforms. And then you have the human students who go to class during the day. Side note, but this is one thing that's really cool about the manga. If you get, like, the volume copies, there's, like, little parts in, like, sidebars or whatever. Like, here, I'm not going to read all that, but, you know, there's a bunch of that, and so she explains, like, a lot of stuff, and it's really cool, because then you get, like, you know, the reason why she puts so much thought into this. So you get, like, the reason why the vampires wear white and the humans wear black, you know. It's like it's a cool little side note. The mangaka is awesome. She's adorable. She'll, like, talk about the anime and how excited she is and how she's obsessed with the band who did the opening, and it's just so great. Anyway, so that's the setting, and then, you know, that's kind of the background. It never says this in the anime, kind of implies it in the manga, like, twice, but it's set in, like, the far, far future after, like, the climate was just destroyed by humanity, you know, so they had to, like, rebuild. So, like, all of the architecture is, like, I did not pay much attention in history class or, like, art classes or whatever, so, like, Renaissance period, I don't know. So that's the setting, and basically, you know, you've got vampires and you've got humans. Yuki is a human. If you've watched the anime or read the manga, you know why I made that face. Shh. So Yuki is a human. She has no memories, you know, at the beginning of the series. She has no memories prior to age 5 when this guy, Kaname, came and rescued her from a vampire. And so, like, you know, theoretically, they don't know who she is or whatever. So he takes her to the headmaster of this school, Headmaster Cross, that's what they always call him. And he's like, yo, I found this little girl, can you take her? I'm sure you can help her. And Headmaster Cross is like, yes, of course, this lovely little child, I will take her into my arms and raise her as my own. He's the nicest person.
You're such a good girl. You make me so proud of you.
Headmaster?
Call me father.
Okay, Father.
Yuki!
So that is Yuki's deal, and that is part of Kaname's deal. And so then when they're around age 10 or so, Zero gets introduced into Yuki's life. He comes from a family of vampire hunters, and sadly, a vampire goes and targets his family and kills his parents and his brother and makes him into a vampire. Spoiler alert for, like, episode 2. I'm sorry about that. You'll figure it out by the end of episode 1. It's a little bit unclear, but you'll get it. I mean, it was unclear to me because I'm bad at understanding things. So, like, those are some of the characters, and, you know, it just goes over, it's like they're in school, and sometimes it's just, like, chill things, like they have a St. Valentine's Day thing, which they called St. Chocoladdle's Day. It's weird, man, it's weird. But, yeah, sometimes they have that, and then they've got, like, the bigger plot lines, and it's basically the whole series is just like a bunch of little plot lines, which I guess a lot of manga is. There's not really one big overarching plot except the love triangle, I guess you could call it that. So anyway, that's the end of this video, I guess. If you guys want to hear me rant more about Vampire Knight, please tell me, because I will do it. If you want to hear me rant about why I hate Kaname, which I don't think I implied in this video. I filmed another one that I deleted because it was bad and unorganized. But if you want to hear about why I hate Kaname, I'll do it. I can make a video for you. If you agree and want to hear my reasons for it, cool. If you disagree and you love him, I will explain to you why he is the worst. Maybe I'll change your mind, maybe I won't, but you know. So anyway, yeah, and then I don't know when my parents are gonna be out of the house next, because my dad's retired and my mom isn't working. I don't think I said that in this video. So I don't really know when they're gonna be out next, so you know, I don't know if anyone's even gonna watch these videos, but my next video, I'll probably do a review of the only manga that I own are Full Metal Alchemist, Vampire Knight, and Assassination Classroom, which you can see right there. So if anyone wants a review of those, you know, I'll do those. I watch a lot of anime. I don't read that much manga. So, you know, if you have any requests, you can comment below and I might talk about something. And I hope that you liked this video. If you didn't, that's okay too, because like I said, I'm just making these videos for me. But I hope that you enjoyed it, and I'm really surprised if you watched this long, because I'm like over 10 minutes and I personally would not have watched this. You probably, so many people also already stopped watching like 2 minutes ago when I started the outro. Anyway, this is the end of the video. Maybe I'll see you again, maybe I won't. Either way, I hope you have a good day, good night, good life, whatever. I hope you are happy and good things happen to you. Goodbye.